I think everybody's asking the same exact question over and over and over as we head into game week for the AFC Divisional round as the Patriots are facing the Texans. Will Christian Gonzalez play on Sunday? Welcome into Patriots Today by Chat Sports. I am your host, Brett Alper, and we got a quick video on Christian Gonzalez and what this means and what concussion protocol is all about, and if he can go or if he can't, and who will be his replacement. Just in case you live under a rock, well, the Patriots are in the divisional round. They are taking on the Houston Texans. You can see right here the Patriots are favorites in this ball game. It is Sunday, January 18th at 3 p.m. 3 p.m. Eastern Time. And you know, we will be live for Patriots Texans. So make sure you subscribe to the channel, ladies and gentlemen. We will actually be going live at 1:30, 12:30 Central Time, my time. I made a little typo for that one. We're not going 2.5 hours. An hour and a half before. We're going to have fun. We're going to be giving away another one of those signed Patriots helmets. So if you don't want to miss out, if you want to have fun during this divisional matchup, the first time since 2018, go ahead, hit that sub button right now. So this comes from Chad Graff, and we saw that Christian Gonzalez left the game against the Chargers on Sunday, and he left due to a concussion. A quick note. The Texans could also be without their top wide receiver, Nico Collins, Sunday due to concussion. We'll see how each week progresses for each of them. And I will say that concussions, they vary from player to player. It depends on how bad you get hit. Because Christian Gonzalez, he played a couple snaps before getting taken out, and the doctors went, hey, you got to come out. And he went. And then Nico Collins, if you watched the game, you saw his head hit the ground. He had to be carted to the locker room. So it varies for every different player. And it also varies the time that it takes you to return because you have to pass concussion protocol. It's not like when you have an ankle injury and you're like, all right, coach, I'm good. Let's go back out there and just try to play through the pain. No, the doctors have to clear you. And this is some of the players that have suffered a concussion that involves the New England Patriots, and every game is different. Every timetable is different. You could see C.J. Stroud, the quarterback that the Patriots will play this Sunday. 3 games missed, weeks 10 through 12. Jared Wilson, he suffered a concussion. We saw him wearing the Guardian cap on Sunday. He missed 2 games, weeks 17 and 18. Kayshon Boutte, he suffered a concussion. Only missed 1 game. And then Travion Henderson, the Ravens game, where his head smacked and hit the ground. It only took him 6 days to pass concussion protocol, and he missed 0 games. So the question is, what will Christian Gonzalez do? Can he pass the protocol? And Mike Vrabel spoke to the guys yesterday at the podium on Sunday or Monday, and here's what he had to say. He said, I spoke with him. We'll go through the necessary steps to make sure he meets everything required. I don't know how long it will take. But when you're not allowed to return to the game because of the concussion protocol, you have to wait. And we'll see how those things develop throughout the week. So just like how we don't know, the head coach doesn't know. We don't know. It takes independent doctors. It takes the NFL doctors. It takes the team doctors. All of them will have to literally clear him to play. But there's 5 phases to concussion protocol. And if you guys didn't know, well, this is why you subscribe to the channel, because I got you guys covered. There's 5 phases. So let's start with phase 1, and that's symptom-limited activity. So pretty much the only thing you can do is like stretching. And you can also watch film and attend team meetings. It is you're in concussion protocol. You can be at the facility, but you can't really do anything. The second phase is aerobic exercise, meaning that you can go and start going on the treadmill, start getting on the bike, start getting your body back into that shape. You also be able to sometimes lift weights, but you cannot perform any football activities. That's when you go into phase 3 of concussion protocol, and that is where you can do sport-specific activities. You can start doing those non-contact drills where you can start catching passes and all that. Maybe kind of doing defensive back drills, but nothing in particular. Still in the concussion protocol, but you're getting back. Phase 4, and this is where I really want to look at on Wednesday if we see Christian Gonzalez on the practice field. This is the non-contact training drills. This is when you're allowed to be at practice and you're allowed to do some of those drills. You're just not allowed to participate in team. You're not allowed to participate in anything that is around your teammates. You see those words? Non-contact. And then phase 5, which is basically You are cleared. You're still in the protocol just in case, but you are cleared for full football activity. You are a full participant in practice. You are doing every single thing that you would do normally that you would do at practice if you did not have a concussion. And you can see today is Tuesday. The players, they might be in the building watching film. I guarantee you Drake May is out there getting ready for the Texans. But their first practice is going to be tomorrow on Wednesday. And that's what we're going to find out with the injury report. Mike Vrabel will come to the podium. And the first question, I guarantee you, will be about Christian Gonzalez. We will see if he is at the first practice. And we saw it with Travion Henderson. We saw it with Jared Wilson. We saw it with Kayshon Boutte. If Gonzo is in that red non-contact jersey on the first practice, then you have to expect him to play. If he is a non-participant, then that's bad news, and I would probably assume that he is going to be out. But it could change. He could go into Thursday and wear the non-contact jersey. You do not have to travel. The Pats don't have to travel. They have a home playoff game, so you can get all that treatment and all that rest right in your home building. You don't have to go in that plane and fly, which probably mess you up even more with the altitude. I don't know. I'm not saying that is a reason, but I would give it a positive that he does not have to travel. But we'll see. We'll see on Wednesday. The only thing that we can do is just wait at this point. So let's not jinx it. Let's give some good vibes because we are going to need Christian Gonzalez on the field on Sunday if we want to advance to the AFC Championship game. So hit that thumbs up icon. Do not jinx it, ladies and gentlemen. Like the video. So now on the back half of this episode, kind of have to ask the question. What if Gonzo does not play? What does that mean? That is a big, big, big problem. And we'll get into that in a second. But first, I got to tell you about our sponsor of today's show, and that is PrizePicks. Whether you're starting a new routine or making player picks for the first time, trying something new can be hard. But in life and on PrizePicks, it feels good to be right. With high-pressure playoff matchups every single weekend, elite hoops action almost every night, the action never stops, and PrizePicks lets you take control. PrizePicks is simple to play. Just pick more or less on 2 to 6 player stat projections. And if your picks are right, you can cash in. PrizePicks now has early payouts. If your player gets off to a hot start, you now have the option to cash out those winnings before the game even finishes. And you know that I made a lineup for this weekend's game. And for some reason, the PrizePicks, their player projections, they still think that Ramondre Stevenson is not the starting running back. So I got the more for him, 36.5 rushing yards. Drake May, I got the more. Look, he's going to pass the ball a lot trying to get against this Houston defense. And then Woody Marks, Milton Williams is back, baby. Give me the less on his rushing yards at 58.5. Good luck rushing against that New England defense. You can make a lineup just like that when you download the app today and use code CLNS to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. That's code CLNS to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. PrizePicks. It's good to be right. All right, I'm just going to come out and flat out say it. I think everybody knows this. I think we can all agree on this. The Patriots need Christian Gonzalez on the field at all times. That is not an overstatement. That is not hyperbole. That is not anything in between. They need Gonzo because he is one of the best in the NFL. If you look at what he did against, we do not have the picture? Oh, come on, Sam. What are we doing here? But I can just read the stats off for you guys right here because Gonzo, he was absolutely perfect. 5 targets, 0 catches, 0 yards allowed, 0 touchdowns, 2 passes defended, and oh yeah, they got the dub against the Chargers. And 14-1 is the Patriots record when Christian Gonzalez plays. 14-1. He's the best cornerback in football, and it's not even close. You're going up against probably the second best or maybe third best cornerback in Derek Stingley Jr. But if we remember last year when the Patriots played the Texans, who burnt him? Kayshon Boutte for a touchdown. That ain't happening to Christian Gonzalez, and most likely Nico Collins is going to be out. So they're going to have to rely on Christian Kirk and a couple other guys, Xavier Hutchinson. But the question that I have, and you probably have too, is who steps in? Well, if we look at the Patriots cornerback depth chart, there's 5 guys on the depth chart right now, and including Miles Battle, who is your 7th round pick. Christian Gonzalez, obviously, is your CB1. Carlton Davis is on the opposite side. Marcus Jones is your slot corner. Then you have Charles Woods and Alex Austin. And we'll talk about Alex Austin in just a second because on Monday, the Patriots made some roster moves. And these are kind of questions that I have because you see right here, released from the 53-man roster, Dearness Johnson, and released from the practice squad, Sebastian Gutierrez. So the Patriots have some roster moves to make. And Mike Reese later added on his tweet that Alex Austin's possible move from IR to the 53-man roster, and Miles Battle likely back on the practice squad. So they could cut 2 players because also Terrell Jennings is eligible to come off IR. So is Alex Austin. So that means that it's going to be Alex Austin or Charles Woods going to be stepping in for Gonzo if he cannot play. And guys, that's a major downgrade. That is a major, major, major downgrade. Because these guys, they played a lot this season. And the PFF grades are not good. I mean, Alex Austin, 12 games played. You can see 10 receptions, only 1 pass breakup. Neither of them have an interception. The PFF overall grade is 42.2, 37.9. And then Charles Woods, a little bit better. Only 7 allowed in more games played. 1 PBU, 57. He is better than Alex Austin, but I don't think we remember what happened the first 3 weeks of the season against the Dolphins, against the Raiders, and against the Steelers, where 2 of your 3 losses this year have come. Alex Austin was playing in place of Christian Gonzalez, and that was awful. They're not Gonzo. They're not even close to Gonzo. So you're going to have to rely on your defensive line. You're going to have to rely on your linebackers to step up because if I see Christian Kirk go for another 144 yards, I'm going to go crazy. Xavier Hutchinson, I can't even think of the other wide receivers. I know you're going to have to rely on Woody Marks and then Dalton Schultz. They have a lot of weapons on their team, but I trust the Patriots to get through that offensive line, who is almost as bad as the Chargers. Overall, though, you just got to hope Gonzo just gets as much rest as you possibly can and gets cleared by the doctors. It's not up to him. It is not up to him. If it was up to him, he'd be back on the field. He would have never left against the Chargers. But it's up to the doctors. And the only thing that Christian Gonzalez can possibly do is rest. Get as much rest these next 2 days, and hopefully you get cleared to be in that jersey on Wednesday and on path to play on Sunday. He said he was okay. I hope he's okay, and I hope he's right. Show some love to our best cornerback in football. Spam your zeros down in the chat below. Come on, spam your zeros down in the chat. I want to see all of it. I want to see all of it down below. And you know, we are going to be live for Patriots against the Texans because it's a watch party. We're going to be giving away another signed helmet, ladies and gentlemen. So go ahead, hit that sub button right now. We're going to have some fun. You're going to have the time of our lives because the Patriots season is still going on. And as always, let's go Pats.